Hey, what's going on, guys? And today we're gonna do a quick video with the Samsung Galaxy A30. Now in this video we're gonna cover the Samsung Galaxy A30 and what it has to offer for real life performance. So when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy A30, the things that's going to stand out is the display size. Now that display size is 6.4 inches with an AMOLED display panel at 1080 by 2140 pixels. Also, the front facing camera is a 16 megapixel, and the same thing with the rear facing camera. Essentially, you are getting high quality footage when it comes to the rear and the front camera with 16 megapixels on both sides, and you are getting the wide angle lens with the second 5 megapixel ultra wide camera. And of course the footage was usable and very acceptable, and there were a ton of features to play around with on the camera as well. So you are getting AR emojis and a ton of different things such as ultra wide angle, which you can play around with, and you can see this is the regular mode. And in direct sunlight I didn't have any issues, and the body was made of polycarbonate materials as well as glass. So this thing also did have a 4000 non-removable lipopolymer milliamp hour battery. You also do get 15 watt fast charging with slow motion effect on the camera. Now, I definitely think this feature is pretty cool to play around with, especially if you want to capture a moment in real time and just kind of focus in. And you can see right here when I zoom in to the left, you can see those fingers slowly moving, and also take a peek into the windows of the subway too. You were getting some really usable footage when it came to the Samsung Galaxy A30, whether it came to night shots or using it in daytime too. In addition to that, I can honestly say that the zoom feature worked as advertised, and you were getting some pretty good detail when you went and zoomed in on any object, like anywhere around me. So you can see that the camera was effective, and even though it was a bit shaky, it was still usable any day of the week. And of course, to protect it, I did use the case-through case as well, but you could rock it without a case if you were living that life on the edge, or just like, you know, the fact that this thing is less than $200. If you drop it, you don't have to worry about spending $1,000 to get a replacement. Day-to-day performance on the A30 was also really enjoyable, and there were a bit of it wasn't as fast as the Samsung Galaxy A70 or 80, or even the S10 or Note 10, but this thing could actually keep up. The cameras were good too, and you were getting wide angle as well as regular mode too. And honestly, I could say that I was really happy when I was using the A30 for when it came to selfie or even the rear camera too. But I just like using this device because it has a nice overall evened out playing field when it comes to gaming performance, photos right here as you can see, and also just an overall really nice build and body too. Now the cameras were really fun to play around with, especially since you got that second 5 megapixel depth sensor as well. And honestly, when it came to using it for any situation, I was actually confident apps would open up anytime I needed them the most. Now this device does also have Corning Gorilla Glass 3 to protect it, with also you are getting 403 pixels per inch with micro SD up to 1 terabyte. So that was definitely pretty cool because you're getting extra storage right on top of the 64 gigabytes that you're already receiving right out of the box. And you are getting 4 gigabytes of RAM with this device. So you can see that the cameras would perform pretty good overall when it came to the night footage, and I wasn't complaining too. So honestly, if you were to decide to get this device, you wouldn't be disappointed pretty much with it. But basically this device will be a pleasure to use even in nighttime when you're using the cameras. And you can see right here, I didn't have any issues with it. And this is the wide angle right now when I'm walking through the streets in New York City. But you can see the front facing camera was just a joy. It looks really clear and it takes really good selfie shots too. I even get some love in the in the hood most of the time. You can see I don't even know these dudes getting some love. That's really cool. And honestly, that footage right there just looks really nice even in nighttime. And you can see right here, you can see everything just looks really clear, crispy. The only thing I could say is that there could be some better stabilization, but look at these pictures in the nighttime, definitely really good. I put the AI mode on there to optimize it. So basically the sensor in it would optimize it to the highest, basically the most desirable look, so the AI just does its thing right there. But honestly, I could say that I was getting some really good performance on the front facing camera too. That 16 megapixels seemed to be like a really good companion for the one on the back too. But even in the nighttime, you can see right here, I didn't have any issues whatsoever, or I wasn't complaining either. With the wide angle also, you could definitely capture a lot more things in that shot when it came to the wide angle. And you can see right here, this is the regular mode too. But let's take a look at my battery life throughout the whole entire day that I was using it. 19 hours and 7 minutes with 3 hours and 19 minutes screen on time. And I was using Spotify for 2 hours and 41 minutes. And you can see right here, I had 15 hours and 45 minutes left on it, which probably isn't realistic, but I also did have 30% too. And I did use a lot of Spotify, and I did watch Netflix for like an hour. Right here, you can see right there, I was catching up to Black Mirror. You definitely got to check out that show. Black Mirror is definitely sick. But yeah, I was just using Facebook too, a little bit of YouTube also, but I was mostly just reviewing this device. But make sure you have a great night. Later, crew. Peace. Appreciate every last one of you. If you found it helpful, hit the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. You can hit the dislike button, but I appreciate you as well. You guys are the real ones, 100%. But it's your boy Serrano, and I'll check you guys on the next video. But there's one on the left and bottom right hand corner, right? So hit one of those, and I'll check you later. Peace.